Hi, I'm back again. I watched Love and Hip Hop again this week, and what is this, episode 4 or 3? I never know what episode I'm watching when I'm watching. I don't know what's wrong with me. I never know what episode it is, but I'll figure it out by the time I post it, like I always say. The episode starts off right where the last one ended, and we see the aftermath of the Smack Fest that was heard around the world. Um, all I could think of is that I feel like Amina must have got smacked silly because she couldn't stop giggling after the fact. She just thought it was so funny. And I know some people giggle when they're nervous, but that was just an odd reaction where they keep giggling, giggling. And then Rich calls Peter and tells him everything, like the messy bitch that Rich is, of course. And we move on. Um, Ryan slash Saigon. I can't take him seriously. Why is every talking head he's doing, everything has got to be so over dramatic? Because I got to do. Why? What is all that? No one talks like that. Not even in real life. No one talks like that. Just. Anyways, he decides he's gonna have a pool party for his birthday, I think it was, and he decides that is as good a place as any to find out the paternity results of his son. And Erica Jean, she says that she was nervous and she doesn't know why she was nervous. I know why you were nervous. Because there was a possibility that he wasn't a father. Because if there was no possibility at all of Saigon not being a father, you would have nothing to be nervous about at all. The fact that you were nervous shows that maybe he did have good cause to have a paternity test. Because I know why you were nervous, because you were humping around. You get that? You see what I did? It's the gap tooth in Bobby Brown. Maybe it's just me. I don't have any friends. At the end of their conversation, they decide that now is a good time for them to start dating, because that's how you do things. You get pregnant and you have a baby for someone, and then you start dating so you can get to know them, because that makes complete and total sense. Nowhere. And we jump to a scene where Tara is throwing Peter's stuff out on the sidewalk and also punching him halfway down the street, because every time she hits him, he's moving back, and it's like I wouldn't say half a block, maybe a quarter a block. Now? Oh, that's a text. Okay. Thought I was getting another a video call. Where was I? Yes, so as they're arguing, I just keep looking in the background at this cable wire coming out of her window. And I was thinking to myself, are they stealing cable? Because I've seen that back in the day where people they'll go out and they see where the cable wire is entering into someone else's apartment, and then they cut it and put a 3-way splitter on it, and then run the cable through the window to their own apartment and just steal cable like that. Yeah, I knew people like that. Those are good friends to have, because even if they are a little gutter, they're still really good friends to have. Because I don't know. So what else happened? Cable splitter. Oh, I made a note of this thought I was having while I was watching it, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out why she would stay with him. If you're living in pretty much abject poverty, or close to abject poverty, and this dude is cheating on you, what is the purpose of staying with him? I just don't understand. It's not like, if you look at a situation like with Kobe Bryant and his wife, he fucked up several times, and she still stayed with him, but we can almost understand why, because she has no vocation in life, and she became a trophy wife, so what else is she going to do? I mean, she's not that we know of, we don't know her to do anything other than be a trophy wife, but at least she can say, oh, well, he can just pay me off with that big ass ring that he bought for her. This guy can't even pay you off. Not saying that it's justified. It's never justifiable to stay in a relationship with someone who doesn't respect you, but I'm just saying I can almost understand if a chick has no other skills and she stays with a rich ass dude who's cheating on her just because she's taken care of. On the side of Tara, you're not even being taken care of. You can't even get paint for your house from this dude. Why would you accept this behavior without any type of um, trade off? Nothing positive coming from it. I don't understand this, but that was my thought when I was watching it and looking around in her apartment. Um, they show Yandy doing a talking head, and I don't remember what she said because I kept looking at her hair and thinking that her and Erica Mena are sharing the same weave, or they had a 2-for-1 sale at the Beauty Depot because they have the exact same Rapunzel Barbie doll long hair weave. But that's not to say that Yandy's not beautiful, because Yandy is still a very beautiful woman. And I liked how her hair looked when she was on the sidewalk. Well, not on a, literally on the sidewalk, but at a sidewalk cafe talking to Rich. And her hair was a lot fuller. It framed her face much better. She looked very pretty that way. I wrote down what she said. She said that Rich is a stupid Fraggle Rock. And she's completely right. I have to agree with her with that. She tries to tell Rich to stop all this fuckery and get back to work in her way. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. She didn't actually say that, but she basically was trying to say, stop all your fuckery and let's try to make money. And so that's how that scene ends. Then we get Erica Mena and her bosom buddy, and they're out at Rye Playland. And for the people who are watching this that are not familiar with the area, Rye is not in Manhattan. Rye is up just outside of Connecticut. Like, that's the furthest you can go, not the furthest you can go, but right after Rye, if you continue driving north, you go from Rye right into Greenwich, Connecticut. And then I think Stamford isn't too far from there on. But yeah, Rye is directly, like, literally right outside of Connecticut. And it has one of the nastiest beaches you would ever want to see in your life. Like, the water is, like, dirt brown, and it's just known not to go in that water at all. Like, people go to Rye Playland, ride the little rides and walk around. It's kind of like a miniature Coney Island, like something like that. But people don't usually chill on the beach unless they have no other choice or they've never been to another beach before. Because if you've ever been to a nice beach, you would never go to Rye Playland and go, let's sit on that beach. Because if you've ever been to a nice beach, you look at that beach, you'll be like, that is disgusting. I'm not sitting there. And incidentally, it was at Rye Playland that I learned the term Coney Island jellyfish. And I asked, what's a Coney Island jellyfish? And apparently a Coney Island jellyfish is a floating condom in the water. And that's disgusting. I'm very glad that I was told before. That's pretty gross. I would probably flip the hell out if that floated up next to me. But, anyways, they are there and having a date, and they have a picnic basket, and the girl, Sin for short, I think her name is Cynthia, but Sin has a very pretty face, and she does look like she could model, except for the fact that she's a little big, so maybe she models for, like, what do they call those, the booty magazines, like King and stuff like that. I could see her modeling in something like that. Erica tells Sin that she wants to work with Rich again, and Sin gives her a look like everyone at home is giving her a look like, are you serious? And Erica says that she made a lot of money with Rich, and it was without a contract, so that was really good. No, it's not very good to work without a contract. You'll learn more about that. Unless it's good. I would say a contract is better unless it's with Pebbles and L.A. Reid. And incidentally, I did see the interview with Pebbles and Wendy Williams, and I do somewhat believe Pebbles when she said it wasn't only her. I believe she was in on it, but it wasn't only her, and the reason why is because later in the same week, I heard the interview between Howard Stern and Lady Gaga, and a lot of people don't know that Lady Gaga was originally signed with L.A. Reid, and she admitted on the show, I don't know whether she was trying to let it slip on purpose or not, but she said on the show that when she was signed with L.A. Reid, that she didn't make any money at all either. So, there you go. That's two different sources saying that if you sign with L.A. Reid, your money's going to get taken. Back to the show. Joe and Tahiri go to therapy, and I can't remember what was said, but I just remember Tahiri started going off, and the therapist, I don't think the therapist even said anything. It just seemed like he was just trying to survive the appointment. But I don't recall this therapist saying anything. But Tahiri does decide that she's done with it. She's finished with Joe. And I don't blame her. I think she could do a lot better. She doesn't need to be with someone who has so much emotional baggage, or in Joe's case, unemotional baggage, because that he's a creepy, I told you, he's a creepy monotone dude when he's talking to Tahiri. When he's talking to other people, all of a sudden his voice has inflection, but when he's talking to Tahiri, everything sounds like this. Creepy. So, Peter Talking Head says that, or his talking head says that Tara kicked me out and Amina's let me stay with her. And I was thinking, really? Your wife is letting you move in with her? Your wife. That's really novel. That's amazing. Why would you even have to mention that? It should be an automatic that you live with your wife. Not in this show. What else? He goes over and talks to Amina about something. I don't know what he was saying because I just kept on looking at how ugly his face is and how he looks very much like a Ninja Turtle to me. And I kept on thinking, why are both of these women even sleeping with him? Who would want to wake up to that face in the morning? That's like a nightmare face. Why would you want to wake up to that face in the morning? And then she goes on to kiss him, and I felt the same type of feelings I felt when different girls were kissing Flavor Flav. I couldn't understand it. And, well, I say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so they might see something that I don't see. You know, every pot has its lid, something like that. Anyhow, Tahiri then goes to visit her friend Rashida, and for a moment there I really wished it was the other Rashida from ATL and not this Rashida, because her wigs are still troubling. And I call this wig the electric technicolored dream wig that she has on. Like, how could you? It's almost the same color yellow as when in the telephone video that was at the ends of Lady Gaga's hair, which in a music video that looks fine because it's theatrical, but just in everyday life sitting around your house, it looks crazy. But not to say that you don't have a right to look crazy. You have every right in the world to look crazy. Everyone can do whatever the hell they want to do. Just saying. Rashida was asking her, what are you going to do now? As if her world ends just because he broke up with a dude. And Tahiri acts like her world does end, because then she goes on and says, I hate men. And I can't stand when women do that. When they break up with one guy and they get all upset and they hate all men. Or when they break up with two guys and they hate all men. Or three. Because once it gets to three, I start looking at you like, if you keep making the same mistake and you keep picking losers, then the issue is you, not them. Because you keep picking losers. That's my point of view anyways. Next, what happens? Oh yeah, the book. Erica Mina's book. I wish I had written a book to teach me about sex. Just like Erica Mina's book. Said no one ever. Sit on that one for a minute. Rich tries to slither his way into the photo shoot with Erica and Sin. They're doing this photo shoot for her sex book, and Rich comes in creepy as ever, and he says something about trying to give him a show, and they promptly inform him that they are not there for his entertainment. And I like that. I'm glad. Good for you. You tell him that that's not what this is about. Sin tells Rich that she doesn't think Erica should work with him. And if anyone hasn't seen the previous season, the reason why she doesn't think, or the reason that she's alluding to why she doesn't think that Erica should work with Rich Dallas is because he gave her a song to sing, and then he turned around and gave it to Olivia to sing, and kind of doesn't matter because I don't think either one of them made any headway with that song. I can't remember what the name of the song is. I can't remember the melody. So I guess it doesn't really matter to begin with. But it's the principle. It's the principle that he gave her the song and then gave it to somebody else. So that's what Sin is saying. That if a person will dick you over once, it'll dick you over again. But Erica Mina is stupid, so she's not going to listen to that. And Rich, of course, he gets all defensive because this is the second or third person has told him that he ain't worth a damn. And I think most of New York has got Rich Dallas' number about him pretty much being a fake producer. or a has-been producer. Maybe he did get some people out there, but I'm not seeing anything on this show that would support the idea of him being a good producer. So I think he's getting irritated by people pretty much having his number. What else happens? Oh, we go to the gym and watch how Peter Guns can't throw a punch. I mean, I don't know why these people keep doing this. Why do you keep having this scene in the gym of people punching a punching bag and they can't even land a punch the right way? Maybe it doesn't bother. It probably doesn't bother other people, but it bothers if you've ever actually boxed before, or even kickboxed, or done martial arts, or done regular boxing. Then you can tell the difference between someone who knows how to throw a punch. Even if you were just a scrappy person that got into a lot of fights, you know how to throw a punch. These people on these shows are looking whack as hell when they go and hit the heavy bag. Why even embarrass yourself like that? I'm sorry about another tangent. That's the way my mind works. That's why I have notes. Because if I tried to do this just off of my head, it would be here, 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 here. Because that's the way my brain works. So the notes are to kind of keep me on a track. I might wave off the track a little bit, but then I get right back on it. So that's why I have the notes. So anyways, Peter's talking to Rich and Saigon about the situation, and Saigon, you gotta love him for this though. He said that he's a grown-ass man pretty much, and he's too damn old for this drama. And he starts to say that about Peter, but he's like, and Peter needs to get his shit together. But you could tell he really wanted to say, and Peter is older than me, so he really needs to get his shit together. But he didn't want, going on his friend like that. But that's what he really wanted to say. Next we get to Rashida's networking event. And she has a different wig on, which is like a yellow-orange Halloween store wig. Or maybe Spencer's Gifts type wig. But I'm just saying, if you want to do brightly colored hair, one, try to pick a shade that actually complements your skin tone. And two, try to get a higher quality wig, and maybe get one with bangs or something that your hairline isn't showing, like you can see where the wig starts. You don't want to see where the wig starts. That ruins the illusion. There used to be a time, and I'm gonna get another damn tangent, but I don't care. There used to be a time when I was in high school in the 90s where if a girl had a weave in her head, it was a secret and nobody told anybody that they had a weave. It was supposed to look like it was your hair. Even the drawstring ponytails. It was supposed to match your grade of hair, and it was supposed to look like your hair. Now, these chicks they don't care. They want it's too obvious. What's the point of it if it's so obvious? That's like, it's like stuffing your bra with balloons. It would be too obvious that you're stuffing your bra with balloons, so why would you do that? I don't understand. I'm from a different generation. I don't understand. What else? Sin tries to talk some more sense into Erica, but she's a dummy, so she's not going to listen to that. I do love this exchange when Erica says to Sin, "Oh yeah, and this guy, Peter Guns," and Sin is like, "Who's that?" Erica says, "Corey Guns' dad." That should tell you right there, Peter, that you're too damn old and your has-been, or as the kids say, you're irrelevant when they just refer to you as Corey Gunn's dad. And who is that? That should let you know everything right there. I feel bad for you. Erica takes Sin to go meet Rashida, and then Naya comes walking up. Oh yeah, Tahiri was there too. And Naya comes walking up, and I was looking at Naya's necklace because I have the exact same necklace. I got it at Super Beauty Depot for $9.99. And wait, before I continue, if you hear me say Super Beauty Depot, I'm not trying to throw shade. There really is a store in Orlando, and it's called Super Beauty Depot. And it's pretty much a giant hair store and beauty product store. When I say giant, it's like almost the size of a Walmart. And you come in, and on the left side, it's got the glass cases with the expensive hair that's like $600, $800, $1,000 a bundle. And those are all locked up on this side. Then next you see the I guess the bundles of hair that cost a little bit less, so they're not locked up. And then next aisle over is regular wigs, and then the next aisle over that, and to the left of the store is all lace front wigs. And in the front of the store is jewelry and shoes, and then there's a little kiosk in the middle that has makeup and nail polish and some more jewelry, and I think it has like the belly button jewelry and stuff too. But there's something else in the back. What's in the back? Oh, the back has like a wall of mirrors and chairs, and you can try on up to 3 or 4 wigs at a time, but you have to buy a stocking cap for $1, and you can try on a different wigs. And I know one time me and my sister went there, and we just tried on wigs and took pictures of us in the wigs and uploaded to I uploaded to Instagram. I don't know where she put her pictures, but that was fun. That was a good day. I want to get this pink wig they had there because I just like pink. I don't know where I would wear it other than Halloween. Maybe I'll start wearing wigs in these videos. That'd be a good change. Maybe call it Wigging Out Wednesday. I should try that. Anyways, what was I talking about? Let's see. Oh yeah, Naya's standing there with Tahiri, Rashida, and Sen and Erica Mina. And Naya says that she just met with Joe Buttons, and then Rashida takes this as an opportunity to tell Naya that Joe Buttons is on Tahiri's shit list. And Naya's like, well, that's okay because we're just friends, and I'm probably the only friend that hasn't fucked this dude. And Tahiri, just kind of gives her a look. That comment wasn't off the cuff enough, so then Naya says, Spanish girls are crazy. Y'all like to share dick. And that's when let me take a sip before I even get into this. Okay. First problem with the statement. Spanish women come from Spain. The women that you're trying to refer to are probably Latina. And some of them self-identify as Afro-Latina. That's if they have knowledge of and respect their heritage. Not saying that every Latina is Afro-Latina, because some there are white Latinos, there's mestizo Latinos, there's a mixture, and then there's Afro-Latinos. Some of them don't want to accept that, because I knew this one girl, this is back when I was playing volleyball in college, she was Dominican, and most, I can't say all, but there's a great deal of Dominicans who I would call Afro-Dominicans because they look like black people who speak Spanish, which they are, because if they knew their history, they would know that during the transatlantic slave trade, black people were dropped off in different places. Some of us were dropped off in Jamaica, some of us were dropped off, in Dominican Republic and Haiti, which that really trips me out when they really act. Haitians say they're black and Dominicans say they're not. Not all Dominicans, but the ones that are uneducated, that are black, but think that they're only from Spain, even though they're as browner than this desk. You know what? As brown as this chair. You be brown as this chair and say, oh no, my ancestors only came from Spain. You a damn lie. You'd like to believe that, but that's not the truth. Anyhow, a lot of people make differences like that. I've heard people even in my own family say, no, I'm Jamaican, I'm not black American. It's the same goddamn slave ship. Somebody got dropped off in Jamaica, some people got dropped off in Puerto Rico, some people got dropped off in Brazil, and some people got dropped off in the USA. We're the same damn people. But for chance, we end up speaking whatever language. There's some, I forgot what place it was. There's some Spanish-speaking country that at some point was actually taken over and colonized by Germany, and then they lost the land to Spain, and I can't remember which it was. But for warring and chance, you could have came up in a country that you spoke German and had German culture, but you still would have been, ancestors of slaves. So, anyways, that's number one. Number two, her whole concept of saying that, we'll correct her language, Latinas like to share dick. I have a few words for you. Erica, Scrappy, Boots. Tara, Rich, Amina. Mimi, Stevie J, and Jocelyn. Jocelyn, if she didn't open her mouth, you would think that was just a regular old black woman. So she's probably Afro Latina also. But yeah, those are all black women who seem to be quite comfortable sharing dick. And there are white women that do it, and there's probably Asian women that do it too. So that statement was stupid as hell. I don't even know why she would even say something like that. So ignorant. Which of course Tahiri told her about. And Erica, her way of responding was just saying, "Let's go fuck everybody else's man," and walks away with Cindy. So then Naya comes to her senses and she does apologize to Tahiri, which is okay. And Erica and Mina the next day, or maybe it's, yeah, I'm pretty, whatever date it is, we're taking it as the next day because that's the way it's edited. Her and her chesticles go and visit Rich in a conference room that looked like, what's that place where you could pay like $45 a month, and it's just, you can rent an office space or a conference room, but it only costs $45 because you only come there to use it when you need it. I can't remember the name of the company, but there's a company that you can do that. And that's what it looked like. One of those boardrooms that you pay the $45, and then when you need the boardroom, you call them up and schedule appointments so that you could use that boardroom. But I don't remember what they talked about because, like I said, when there's a scene with Rich Dollaz and Erica Mena, I don't pay attention. That's like that's a pee break to me. Why should I care? It's all gonna be fuckery, and I can't. It's not in me to care. So I just let that go. Tara sees a video of Peter and Amina frolicking joyfully, and she decides to go into beast mode and tear up all of his shit. She cut up his jackets and took scissors and ruined some drums, and I don't know what else she destroyed, but that was stupid because why destroy stuff that you can sell? I mean, you know you need the money. You need to buy some paint for those stairs and that ridiculous blue wall. Why would you even paint it blue? I understand the concept of an accent wall, but why that color blue? It's just so distracting and unnerving to a certain extent. But anyways, like I said, why destroy the drum when you could put it on Craigslist and get some money to help yourself out? Maybe you could pay for cable and you won't have to steal it from the neighbor. These just ideas that I have. But anyway, she ruins his crap. And I did make a note that her apartment at least looks realistic. Because some of the apartments in places in Love and Hip Hop, some of them look like the model apartment. Like when you go to visit an apartment community and you're shopping, and the real estate person takes you into the model apartment that has all the furniture set up just so, and it doesn't have any real, or it might have one picture on the wall, and it just looks like it's just set up for you to see how much space is in each room. That's what some of the apartments look like on Love and Hip Hop. Like, what's her name? Erica and Scrappy's place. Erica and Scrappy's place always looks like a model. It doesn't look like an actual lived-in place. So at least for the realism in the show, Tara's place looks realistic. It looks like that. Oh, that's a real place someone lives. So I give him points for that. Peter comes and they're arguing about something, but all I'm looking at is the stairs and how there's dirty handprints on the wall, and the stairs look all kind of messed up. That even if you couldn't paint it, you could get like a magic eraser or maybe some ammonia and water and just wipe it a little bit so it looks a little more. I can understand just every day wear and tear. I understand it, but you knew you were going to be on TV. And that's the first thing that would come to my mind. If someone says to me, oh, your house is going to be on TV, this place would be so spotless, you wouldn't even, oh my goodness. You'd be able to smell the disinfectant through the camera on your TV set if somebody said, oh, I'm going to film in your house. Oh, no. Maybe it might not be as realistic as it should be, but I would not let somebody see my house. I don't know. Maybe I was raised like that. You just, no. Oh, the last thing that happened is Peter leaves with his guitar, which leads me to believe that he doesn't have a car, which is understandable because in New York, a lot of people don't have cars. You don't need a car, really. If you live in Manhattan proper, in any of the boroughs, you can get around without a car very easily. But if you know that she's throwing your stuff out, Why don't you go and rent something and pick up all your crap? I mean, the first time when she had it all out in the street, what, don't you have a friend? Just one friend. One. Not even a best, well, yeah, it would be a best buddy. It has to be a best, only, well, I know what they say. A friend helps you move, but a best friend helps you move bodies. So he needs a friend that had a truck. He should have called Caesar up from Black Ink because we know he has a SUV. He should have called Caesar up from Black Ink to come over there and help him pick up all his stuff off of the sidewalk and whatever is left in the apartment, because you know everything he has can probably fit in 4 boxes, and then just put all the musical instruments in there and he's straight. But you left that stuff there, so you get what you get. Don't leave your stuff around a mad woman. Haven't you seen Wait and Exhale? Haven't you seen the TLC story when Left Eye burned the sneakers in the bathtub? Gotta learn something, dang. But that's it. That's all that happened on the show, and this was a long one. I actually made it to 30 minutes on this one. Well, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Bye.